Here at Westside Vineyard Kids Church Online. I am so excited to see all of you here today. All summer long, we've been talking about what it means to have faith. Faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. Sometimes we need to pause and take a closer look at what God is doing all around us. There are so many things that show us how good He is, from the beauty of nature to our friends and family to the histories that we read in the Bible. We may not be able to see God with our own eyes, but when we focus on the things that we know are true about God, we see more and more that He is good and that we can trust Him no matter what. If you want to trust in something or in someone, you've got to know that they're trustworthy. You've got to know that you can count on them 100%. That's what it's like with God. We can put our faith in Him completely because we know He is completely good. We can focus on what we can see, the way He works in our lives and the way He's been working in people's lives since the very beginning. That helps us have faith. Have you ever seen something and then walked away and you couldn't remember exactly what it looked like? There are probably lots of things that we see every day that we think we remember, but we actually don't. We're gonna play a fun quiz game about that. Let's take a closer look and see what you can remember. Let's get started. First question, super easy, just to get us warmed up. On a stoplight, what color is on top? Okay, raise your hand if you got that one right. Awesome. Are you ready for the next one? Who's taller, Buzz Lightyear or Woody? All right, hands up if you got that one right. Nice. All right, what color is Mickey Mouse's nose? Great, great. Okay, now raise your hand if you got that one. Good job. All right, here's a little bit harder one. What color is a bag of traditional Chex Mix? Okay, if you got that one right, raise your hand. Yeah. Okay, here's the next one. What is the number on the side of Lightning McQueen? Raise your hand if you knew that one. I actually got that one wrong. All right, you guys have done an amazing job. Now here's one final question for you. How many eyes does a minion have? If you said 1 or 2, you're correct. Good job, everyone. That game really tested our ability to focus on something and remember it. But now, get on your feet because it's time for us to sing God's praises together. I love that we can live out our faith every day as we worship God and celebrate who He is and what He's doing in all of our lives.
Your love, I stand in awe of everything you've done. I will
love these words from Psalm 104, verse 33. I will sing to the Lord all my life. I will sing praise to my God as long as I live. Let's make a choice to live our lives for God. Let's worship him together and let him know that he is our only focus.
This is my faith, this is my focus, all of my days. I know where my hope is, I'll live it loud, I'll shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you. This is my faith, this is my focus, all of my days. I know where my hope is, I'll live it loud, I shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I'll fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you, oh yeah. Woo! You ready? Come on, let's go. Hands in the air, I know you're there, anywhere, oh. I fix my eyes on you. Hands in the air, I know you're there, anywhere. I fix my eyes on you. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I'll fix my eyes on you. You are my only, you are my only focus. You are my focus. I fix my eyes on you.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now here's an amazing history inspired by the book of Acts, chapter 17.
Wherever Paul went, he boldly preached the good news about Jesus.
Tell Silas and Timothy to join me as soon as they can.
Many Jews and Greeks believed in Jesus, but in nearly every town, a group of Jews would gather to oppose Paul. He and his companions were forced out of Thessalonica, and later that same group of Jews gathered to run Paul out of Berea. Eventually, the believers helped Paul escape by boat so that he could travel to Athens, Greece.
This Jesus I'm telling you about is the Messiah.
Now, once Once Paul reached Athens, he walked the streets of the ancient city and was disturbed by what he saw. Carved and molded statues everywhere.
Statues of their gods. The people really believe false gods can help them.
In fact, the Athenians believed in around 30,000 false gods. Yeah, they believed that these gods were in charge of everything from sports to sleep to doors to cleanliness. I thought my mom was in charge of that one.
A god of grapes. Okay.
While Paul waited for his friends, he went to the Jewish synagogue and spoke to Jews and Greeks alike about Jesus. And in the marketplace, he spoke to anyone who would listen.
You have to hear about Jesus. He was killed, but he came back to life.
Paul's words stirred up a group of Athenian thinkers. These men believed they could achieve perfection by their own knowledge and wisdom.
Can you explain what this fellow is chattering about?
He seems to be telling us about gods we've never heard of.
We shall take this Paul to a meeting of the Areopagus. There, we shall reason it out.
Set high on an outcropping of rock, the Areopagus was the high court of Athens. And from this viewpoint, Paul could see all of Athens spread out below him. The gathering Epicureans and Stoics studied Paul.
What is this new teaching you're giving us?
You have some strange ideas we've never heard before.
We would like to know what they mean.
Paul took a deep breath. These people treated new ideas like playthings. So he wanted to connect the history of Jesus to something they already knew.
People of Athens, I see that you are very religious in every way.
We are aware of this. Please proceed.
Paul recalled a small carved altar he had discovered while he was exploring the city.
As I walked around, I looked carefully at the things you worship. I even found an altar with "To an Unknown God" written on it. Now, I'm going to tell you about this unknown God.
Paul explained to them that the true God created the entire world and everything within it. He created each individual person with a purpose and an adventure to live.
He did it so that people would seek him and find him, even though he is not far from any of us.
Preposterous.
Continue.
Paul knew that these Athenians might listen to the words of their own writers. They might actually reflect something of who God is.
In him we live and move and exist. As some of your own poets have also said, we are his children.
What an interesting point.
Paul told them that people are God's children. God is alive and real, not some carved statue or molded from gold. And now, by sending Jesus, God was telling everyone to turn away from the bad things they've done and follow Jesus.
God has proved this to everyone by raising Jesus from the dead.
Preposterous.
Fascinating.
More like fantasy. Get this joker out of here.
No. This is new, fresh. We will hear you speak about this again sometime.
A man called Dionysius was among the crowd at the Areopagus, and he hurried to catch up to Paul as he left.
I want to know more about this living God, about Jesus.
I can help you, friend.
So Paul continued to spread the good news and the love of Jesus. A short time after that, Dionysius became a follower of Jesus as well, and so did a woman named Damaris and several others.
You can help others know Jesus, just like Paul did. Just be real and talk in a way that they can understand. You can explain what a difference Jesus has made in your life, or how he's changed your family for the better. What you say is important. But remember, helping others know Jesus isn't just in what you say, it's also in what you do. You see, one of the reasons God sent Jesus is to show us what he is like. We can help others know Jesus by the way we live and the way we treat others the way we want to be treated. When we treat others with love and respect and kindness, they can see the love of Jesus through us. When you look out for a kid at school who doesn't have a lot of friends, you show the love of Jesus. When you tell the truth, even when it could get you in trouble, or admit when you've made a mistake, you show people what a difference Jesus has made in your life. When you do something that you don't have to do, that helps someone else, like maybe helping out around the house or cheering up a friend who's had a bad day, you show others how Jesus' love has changed you. Putting others first is a big deal because it's not normal. It stands out. That's why it will help people understand Jesus and what he's done for us. When you do those kinds of things, you can help others know Jesus. As you head into your new week, I want you to think about this. How can you help others know Jesus? Throughout your life, you'll run into a lot of different people who have a lot of different ideas of what God is like. They will have some ideas about what Jesus is all about, and some of those ideas might be a little bit off. But the more you get to know Jesus and learn God's word, like we're doing here, the better prepared you'll be to help those people understand what's true and to do it in a loving and a kind way. You might be the one who helps someone see who Jesus really is. We love you guys so much. Have an amazing week.